Marianela mentioned an interesting term, climate-compatible development, which we are promoting in developing countries, and that is really development that minimizes the harm caused by climate impacts, while maximizing the many human development opportunities presented by both low emission and a more resilient future. So we are not looking at the adaptation challenge alone. We want to find so-called double and triple wins if at all possible. So throughout today, we're going to be talking about climate-compatible development. What we have learned in mainstreaming climate-compatible development include 10 points that I think I would like to summarize very quickly before we get to the examples of cities. It's really important to eliminate the ambiguity of the concept so that people understand exactly what it is, to explore possible trade-offs in the implementation of various climate-related policies that will deliver the sustainable development goals and targets. We need to make a case and win the argument with decision makers in countries where leaders face many very competing demands on political capital and resources. Climate change is not necessarily on top of the agenda of most ministers or mayors. They have so many other worries that are even more urgent or appear more urgent. We need to manage climate-compatible development planning in ways that mainstream. We shouldn't only do case studies and pilots, we should actually scale up and make sure that climate is considered in all development planning and ensure cross-government coherence between ministries. We need to find money, resources to cover any additional costs of this climate-compatible development by drawing both domestic and international sources, and there are quite a lot of new funds available for that. Number 5, we need to create the right culture and instruments for implementation to ensure that the plans are not blown off course. And we need to deliver at scale so that the impact is transformational and irreversible. We cannot turn back. And we need to link national to the global so that the national interests are well represented in global negotiations and global agreements are reflected in national action. So there is a strong global urban context for climate-compatible development as well. We know that over half of the world's population lives in cities, including many of the most vulnerable people. Climate change induces uncertainty in water, food and energy availability in cities. National policy requires subnational implementation. Cities are important agents of action, so make cities the solution, not the problem. So whom do you call when you get flooded? You don't call the Prime Minister, but you may be able to call the Mayor or the Mayor's office. So we have challenges in cities. Local pressure to act in the face of climate extreme disasters. We have divergence between people's expectations and available resources. Do cities have money actually to do what should be done? There is scientific uncertainty about future climate trends at local level. Do we really know what climate will look like in Quito or Guayaquil 20 years from now? There's a lot of difficulty in coordination between different subnational actors, and the scale and pace of urbanization and unplanned settlements magnify these challenges, because many of the unplanned and unauthorized settlements are in the most vulnerable areas. But there are also opportunities. Better local understanding based on first-hand experience and indigenous knowledge is often more effective than going at the national level. Better understanding of effective solutions in the local context and communication with local stakeholders. It becomes close to people. People feel much more engaged and ownership to the processes. And there's greater ability to mobilize local resources for implementation, including people's time and knowledge. So we feel that the battle for climate-compatible development will actually be won or lost at the subnational level, which includes cities. And some examples of our work will be presented this morning. We have worked on governance. They are not going to be discussed here, but you can find a lot more information on our website. We've been working on the politics of climate issues in Buenos Aires, Mexico City, and Sao Paulo. We've been doing a lot of work on carbon footprinting in 6 cities in Latin America, and low-carbon business solutions in Pakistan and Indonesia, for instance. We've been working on resilience plans. We'll be hearing about Cartagena this morning. We've been working with Madurai, a big city in southern India. We've been working on urban agriculture in Sri Lanka. We've been working on health issues, how extreme heat actually poses a very big challenge to cities, and how cities can react and have master plans to reduce mortality and risk during those extreme weather events. And we have worked on finding innovative finance, resilient cities in Asia. Lisa Johannes will be talking about that later today. We've been working on payments for watershed services in Bolivia, etc. And there will be many others. And this can inspire other cities to do the same. CDKN has been producing a lot of guides, policy briefs, case studies, inside stories, working papers, essentials. This is just a snapshot to show these are the sorts of things that are available on the website. And here you will actually find easily on the website at the moment, the cover page actually has a link to a very large number of applications that can pave the way for you to sort of look, is there anything of interest that, for you, and if there is, contact our office here in Quito for more information. But this is basically background. I think now we should get into really practical solutions and experience. So thank you very much.